What's going on, everyone? Sinister Cobra back once again with another Halo 5 multiplayer video. This time we are doing Team Slayer yet again on a map I don't know the name of. Right here, Forge mode for whatever reason does not start me in my point of view. I don't know, that's weird. I'm gonna have to look into that, see if there's a fix for it or if that's just something I have to deal with. But yeah, I don't know the name of this map, unfortunately. I'm still in the learning process of learning all the map names, so bear with me. I've had this game for like maybe a week now, so bear with me as I learn these map names. Anyways, today's commentary, I wanted to talk about video games in general. Yesterday's video was more Halo oriented, my first impressions on Halo, a little bit history of me with the franchise, things like that. And today I wanted to keep it a little bit more general, talk about like my top 3 games, maybe top 5. I think it's gonna be top 3. I don't have too much time. I have about 11 minutes here, so let's do top 3. So without further ado, my number 3 game would probably be Halo 2. Yesterday I mentioned that Halo is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and if I had to pick a specific Halo, it would have to be Halo 2, just for the sole reason of how much I played it when I was younger, when it was out at the time, the original Xbox. Like, I believe I mentioned this in my previous video that Halo was like the only game I had on the original Xbox. I might have had a couple games. Looking here at my shelf, I had Burnout Revenge, Counter-Strike, Crimson Skies, Fusion Frenzy, and Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Other than Burnout Revenge, I don't remember playing any of the other games. So Halo 2 and Burnout Revenge were like the 2 only games I played on the original Xbox, Halo being the one I spent most of my time on. But yeah, the campaign on that one is a little bit iffy. Multiplayer was where it was at for me. That's where I spent all my time playing it. So yeah, number 3 would probably be, more than likely be Halo 2. These my top 2 games, at least 3 and 2, usually change depending on my mood or the day or something, or if the stars in the sky align or whatever. It changes depending on how I feel. But yeah, number 2 would probably be Rock Band in general. All the games are so similar that, I mean, there's really no difference between them. Rock Band 2, Rock Band 3, they all do like the same thing. Essentially, it's just updated graphics, really. But yeah, Rock Band, I guess let's just say Rock Band 3. I've not played Rock Band 4, so I can't say Rock Band 4. But yeah, Rock Band 3 is the one I let's put on the list here, number 2. So yeah, my craze for the music rhythm genre started back in middle school with Guitar Hero 2. That's what started it all for me. I got it for the Xbox 360. Did not get it for the PS2. Unfortunately, I missed a huge chunk, if not all, of the PS2 era, mainly because of Halo 2's fault. I mean, what can I say? I did have the GameCube as well, but that was usually only played with friends at like friends' house or something like that. They would come over, we'd play like Melee or a wrestling game on it. I remember WWE Day of Reckoning being a fun game I'd play with my friends. But anyways, enough about that. That's a story for another video. Today we're doing top 3 games, so Rock Band 2 would probably be number 2. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, I know there's some of you out there that might have been following it since, I don't know how long this channel has been around, but you would know that my earliest videos were definitely Rock Band and Guitar Hero oriented. The community has this thing called FCs, which is basically when you 100% a song without breaking your combo or your streak, and that's something I really got into. I can't tell you how I got into it. I just stumbled across a Guitar Hero or Rock Band video, and I was like, hey, I feel like I can do this. So, I started recording myself and uploading it onto YouTube. Um, I'm not that crazy good at it. I like to think I'm better than the average player. I can basically 5-star any expert song. Now getting 100% on it, that's a different story. My fingers, I don't move that fast, unfortunately. I can at least beat the Dragon Force song on Guitar Hero 3. I think the best I've done on it was like 4 stars. So yeah, I can at least beat that. I can beat Jordan on Guitar Hero 2, which is the equivalent of the Dragon Force song for Guitar Hero 2. Is the hardest song in the game. But in terms of on disc songs, I can typically 5-star all the on disc songs. There's maybe like 1 or 2 songs in Guitar Hero 3 that for whatever reason I just couldn't 5-star. But yeah, I definitely played Rock Band, Guitar Hero a ton. Rock Band I played more, mainly because of their extensive library of downloadable songs. I believe they might be like over 1,000 songs for in that game in terms of downloadable content, on disc songs, everything. It might be like over 1,000 songs. I have maybe 200, something like that. So yeah, you can definitely see that I was very much into the music rhythm genre of games. So number 1 on this makeshift quick list I came up with on the spot would be Mega Man X. So my number 3, number 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots, they change depending on the day, how I feel, whatever. But for the most part, my number 1 game almost never changes, Mega Man X. Now, that's one of the first games I played, for like one of the very first video games I ever played. I think Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country might have been one of those 2 games might have been the exact first, but Mega Man X was definitely probably like the 3rd game I ever owned. No, a big part of why I got Mega Man X, why I tried it, is because I'm a fan of Power Rangers growing up. I was a huge fan of Power Rangers. I think any boy growing up in the 1990s would say they were a fan of the Power Rangers. But yeah, the cover, just Mega Man looks sort of like a Power Ranger to me, and so that was the reason why I wanted my parents to buy me that game. I specifically I very clearly remember this, being at Toys R Us in the video game section, and they had like a bin of a bunch of games, and I picked out Mega Man X for the sole reason that that X looked like a Power Ranger. And so turns out it's my favorite game of all time. I love the music on that game. That's one of the few games where every single song I just love. If it comes on my playlist, I don't skip it. The music is just incredible in that game. I'm not the type of person that goes out of his way to download game soundtracks or anything like that, but Mega Man X is one of the few games where I have like every song. I have like remixes of songs and stuff in my playlist on my iPod, on my iPhone, whatever. However I listen to music nowadays, I think Spotify is my main source of music nowadays, but I do have some Mega Man X songs on there. But yeah, in terms of gameplay, the game is pretty challenging, believe it or not. As I guess if you played a Mega Man game, you would know they're pretty well known for being difficult. Mega Man X is a bit more fast-paced. I've never really played a classic Mega Man game, but Mega Man X definitely is like fast-paced. The is also challenging. At least it was for me. I think the first time I beat the game completely, like beat the final form of Sigma, was not that long ago. Might have been like in my high school years maybe, which for me is about 4 years ago. I want to say I don't know. I lost track of when I was in high school. But yeah, it was fairly recent when I beat Mega Man X for the first time, so that game is definitely somewhat challenging. And I don't even think if my victory was legit. I might have used the secret Ryu Hadouken power up that you can get in that game. So my victory over Sigma might be a little tainted. Definitely gonna have to go back and try that out without the Hadouken. If you guys don't know, the Hadouken lets you one hit kill anything in the game. So even bosses. The catch is you have to have full health. So if you can one hit the boss, then, or if you can hit them with the Hadouken, hit the boss with the Hadouken, then you get a one hit kill victory, which is somewhat cheap, but somewhat difficult as well to obtain. I guess nowadays with all these guides, it shouldn't be too hard. But yeah. Anyways, Mega Man X definitely my favorite game. Looks like the video's coming to an end here. I'd like to thank all you guys for watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.